Where is it connected? In front? Eh? It's connected to where? What?
This back goes to the... Yeah. I think that thing was preventing the sound.
Why is this chair making noise today?
It has been making noise for some time. Yeah.
I haven't observed it when I went over about it.
I think we need to change it. It's dying.
Yeah. This is where it's supposed to be.
All right. So Dennis?
1 2 1 2. It's a Friday and it's a Freaky Friday. Welcome everybody who's trying to join in on this live Friday live. How's it going? Where are you? Can you invite your friends to join the live so we can break things down together?
So invite people to join the live. So excited about this live today. I'm always excited about this live.
Yeah.
This guy is covering himself. I don't know what is happening.
Lots of things to talk about today. So I need to be under a hoodie.
Raise the mic. Should be close to you.
Yeah.
Maybe go up a bit. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, we're excited. Invite your friends. Invite everybody.
Share the video. Share the video wherever you're watching us.
Let us know. Can you see everything? Is everything clear? We'll be starting shortly. We have started. Of course, shortly.
But we're talking about breaking down the gist for today. The Friday gist before you go into the weekend.
Before you go into the weekend, what is happening over the weekend and stuff? I don't have an idea of events that are happening.
I know there's a link up for DJs going down at Stamag. I think the only thing that I saw
happening today?
for this week in 30th tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, in the VGIC, they're doing all these like events. I'm a DJ. I think they're trying to compensate for people not going out to the club, so they do. I think it's Stamag. They do Black Pepper in Area 3. Yeah, they could link up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, probably would link up there, or you can link up with your friends there. That's the thing that I know. Anything else? But it's my thing. There should be like a lot of things.
A lot of them. Isn't Fizo coming back from the UK? I think there's a welcoming party or something.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I think it's happening at... I even forgot the prices. City Center, great. There's a place.
Anyone?
No. The city center close to the Bushir's place.
Golden
Peacock.
Stamag then.
That's Stamag.
Yeah, the summer hats somewhere there. That's where the link up is.
No. There's a place. What was happening there? There was a cockpit there.
Yeah. Mingo,
yes.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been to Mingo in a long time.
I've been out of the game for a long time, huh?
Yeah.
Growing up on those things.
I think I haven't been really going out lately. Yeah. Tried it in Blantyre.
Let's start from there.
Tried it in Blantyre over the weekend. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still thinking if I should just like quit, or maybe it wasn't just a good day to go out. But yeah, I went there for a reason. Yeah. I always go there for reasons. Yeah. Beyond.
Before you start explaining the story, how many do you have watching right now? 5. Okay,
5.
cool.
Okay,
We're good to
okay,
start.
okay.
We're good to start.
I know some people asked me to send them a link when we go live.
So
Let me just do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my phone aside unless I'm checking something, so I don't give people false information, but the facts. But I will not be looking at my phone a lot today.
Yes, apologies. People give us a bit of feedback on the sound, how we're looking at our phones. So we're making sure that we're just telling people.
Today we'll be talking to you, so we'll be looking at you.
We're live.
Yes. Are you ready for your weekend?
Sorry. Yeah, you
yeah.
on the charts as well.
Because I'm busy like looking for it when.
Yeah. And I can't believe it. I was supposed to have some guy, but that guy is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, a few guys sent me a link when you go live. Send us the link. I know one from Kenya, another one from Zambia.
Yeah.
And my group was in Zanga ku Malawi.
Yeah.
Amafunika zone is Friday. Kuti tukambirana zijani. Kuti tukumakambirana zanzeru.
Send me a link for someone who want to join that external link. So if you want to join the chat, you can also send me a message. I don't know if you
live. There we go. I just figured out, I think my network is a bit bad today.
Yeah, I know our network is cool today here.
Yeah, I've tried to switch between the two providers, but I'm not getting the best.
Here we're good.
Okay, 29th of July in the year of the universe.
Perfect.
The year that we saw.
So here we are. Welcome to Friday Live with me, Mark Donald, and
Imaan.
Which name do you want people to address you?
My name is Imaan. Everybody calls me Imaan. Only the people that know me well call me Dennis. But my name everywhere, ever since I was a kid. I went to a secondary school where we used to call each other by surnames.
Yeah.
So I'm used to be called Imaan.
So the Dennis thing is...
Dennis is for people that are close to me.
Close to you.
Yeah.
All
Closest have another name, but close to me is Dennis.
I know that name. We're not going to put it here. So welcome to this live, Friday Live. This one is very late. Why? Because ESCOM.
We have ESCOM in this country. We all know.
We all know what happens. So I think we did not calculate everything perfectly. And then here it is, a mess. We're here trying to cover up for the time. So we're going to be quick because we have another recording later in the day. And Dennis has to do some work as well. So we're trying as much as possible just to do fast as much as we can. So if you're not available now, you can always come back to check this out.
And watch when we're gone. But
yes.
This remains
there
on your feed, on the podcast site, on YouTube, and everywhere we can find it.
Amazing. So today we have so many things to discuss about. If you have seen it, we're talking about Dennis. We're talking about Dennis and the Blantyre scenario and the so forth. So I think we'll take it one by one. So Dennis, let's talk about the Blantyre. What happened in Blantyre, man?
Yeah, I went to Blantyre.
We went together in Blantyre.
Yeah, we went there last week.
Yeah.
On Monday.
On Monday.
Yeah, I went on Monday. So yeah, it was a good breather.
Yeah.
Being away from home. Into Blantyre and just catching up with friends. Yeah. Meetings. Yeah. Deals. We're signing deals in Blantyre.
Making money.
We can't be here just sitting like we don't know what opportunities exist out there. So went to search and make money. While we were there making money, also had fun. Yeah, caught up with a lot of friends. A big shout out to all the guys that came through for the podcast recording.
Yeah.
A lot of guys from Blantyre showed up, and there's fire content I think dropping. We saw Hyphen podcast. If you haven't watched the Hyphen's podcast, after this live, you just go down the video that's just below on the YouTube podcast with Mike Nyoni. You'll get Hyphen's podcast, fire podcast from Hyphen.
It's a fire podcast. Let me just tell you something that has happened. I said after that episode, after that episode,
Yeah.
I'm getting like how many people requesting friend requests.
Yeah.
I had to change my account so that people are able to follow me
Okay.
because I can't contain
all the people that you need to.
Yeah, and it's crazy how the power of people like Hyphen would bring to the podcast that people wouldn't know, and people are going back to the old episodes.
Yeah, to
checking
find out what has
was
been discussed
happening
on this podcast.
And some people have finished all the episodes and they're like, okay, I finished all of them. I'm looking for new
for
ones.
the next one.
So yeah, it's crazy. So shout out to Hyphen, cool guy, man.
Yeah, actually, I was talking to Tana. He was
Yeah.
traveling from one state to another
In the US.
yesterday. Yeah, in the US, and he missed his bus. So
Yeah.
his bus was at 1:30.
Yeah.
He missed his bus, and the only other next bus was at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, these guys had dropped me. I was in the bus station. I would also go mangari kuenera. That's what he said. I was chilling and I was just there watching all the episodes McDonald Nyoni on the podcast. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, if you're not watching, make sure you subscribe to McDonald Nyoni's podcast. I also have my own YouTube channel,
He has
Thinking Differently with Imaan. You
Imaan.
come there, don't expect the usuals. It's how I think, and if you think differently, yeah, I probably will click. But I don't want to be talking about the usual stuff, so yeah.
I somehow think that Dennis is gonna start his own church sometime. So yeah,
Church. Let's just say my own tribe or my own congregation.
Your own
church, because I don't think it's gonna be church. But yeah, my congregation.
Because you think awkward, or not awkwardly, you think in a different way, and I think people who check your thoughts on that channel or you think differently, you will see that he's a different guy. He has his own style.
Yeah. So we digressed.
Yeah, Blantyre. Let's talk about Blantyre.
So yeah,
what happened in Blantyre? Dennis, first things.
Yeah, Blantyre people. No. Guys from Blantyre. So I was out on a Friday.
Yeah.
On a Friday, Chekalonda took me to check out a few places in Blantyre. We had fun with him. He's a very good lad. So he had a show on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And then the show bluesy. Show is called Malawi Night. It was the first edition. It was a premiere edition of Malawi Night. So what he's doing is he has a plan. We have a plan with him to take over my clubs in Malawi. You know, if you go outside there and have play nyimbo zao, South Africa in clubs, most of their songs.
Some piano.
Yeah, I'm a piano, kwaito, house. They are genres. And if you go club matawugalo and kuruka mase, nyimbo yachijewa mino yagumalayo kuno osera chijewa. Nyimbo yagumalayo kuno kutofa mina imodzi oziwiri. The whole night.
It's gonna be Ty
from
Green.
whatever to whatever, yeah.
Probably Ty Green.
Yeah.
And a few of them.
So we think we can change that narrative. And so we had the first edition of the Malawi Night Blues. And so we had to go there on a Friday to just check out the place, look at the vibe.
Yeah.
And also I think there was like something that was just going on. I think my events ajina Gwamba in Blantyre. There was Miss Culture happening at Amaryllis. We went out together on a Friday, right?
Yeah, we went together on a
So we
Friday.
just checked out things, and Friday was proper, nice, and then we went to sleep. We had arranged for Saturday.
Yeah.
So Saturday, I went back. So I went earlier to meet the management and start sorting out ticket issues and whatnot. And it was cold, so I had to put on 2 tops. Blantyre is known to be very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So went there, started everything, and things were legit cool. People came in, and for the first time, from 10 p.m. we had the national anthem play, and Malawi music started playing. So we had like sessions. The DJ would take over with R&B from Malawi, like Malawian, like Afro soul, and after that hip hop from Malawi, hip hop session, and reggae dancer from Malawi, reggae dancer, until 3 a.m. So it was 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That was like 5 hours
of Malawi music,
non-stop Malawi music, and it was.
That should be great, man.
Yeah, so I was there. I was having like a very, very good time. I loved everything that I experienced that day.
Yeah.
And so I kept calling guys that we were playing their music, video calling them and just telling them this is what's happening and their songs playing. Like, oh, what's happening? Like, oh, I saw Malawi Night thing. Like, so your song has been played here for the first edition. It was like really fun.
It was a crazy one, huh?
Yeah, it was crazy. So I called like several guys like on video call, and Black Jack was also calling other guys, and the other guys were also calling everybody that they know and their songs playing. It was like really just a celebration of Malawian music.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, it was also when the Miss Culture was happening at Amaryllis, and we had people that came through from there. So I think they were like already in the mood of
Malawi and the culture
thing,
whatever,
going on. Yeah. So basi fesho ije na beba. Yeah, we're like so hyped up. Davina tamba kuva kutenda. So I had my top and I had my stuff in my top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my favorite camera, the one that I used to record my karaoke sessions and my pranks. It's a very expensive camera. It's a very expensive camera.
Hey.
I hope the one who has my camera can sell it for what it is worth. Because otherwise you'll be doing injustice to me. Rather than bring it back, I can buy you for a half price and I'll be okay. So if you're going to sell that camera, small camera for whatever, I'll be so mad at you. So I had my camera, I had this light. It's a very small light that I use when I'm just recording, in my other pocket. I had my internet Wi-Fi router in the other pocket. I thought I had my national ID in the other pockets because I usually have it for whatever reasons. Yeah, because I don't look like Malawian, so sometimes I need to prove that.
To protect yourself.
But the good thing is I didn't have my ID in that top. I had my national ID in another top that I had left home. So I got my ID. Here we are. But yeah. So we were like trying to sort out things and whatnot. And then I would say Gamaloaja. If you have drama and the top was still there. Sadly, somehow we left. And I left the top. So it was an open space. We had a table and I hung by window. And we're almost the last people that left that place. Almost. There were like few other people there, but we're almost the last people that left. So tinaiwala tobwija takakumbukira tafika watu tasiya topu muli zinthu zofunikira chanchan. So we tried to call the people there to tell them kuti tasiya topu manoti anani busy wambiri chani. Okay, maybe tibwere nthawi inayake anthu akafatsa bobo, but we left the details. So went back to try to look for this top. Nah, can't trace it. And I had to travel back to Lilongwe the same day. So I was like, okay, what happens? Yeah. We tried to stay for the whole day again on a Sunday. Just to try if we can find it and check with people. But yeah, until today I haven't found that top. And my worry is not really the top, but the camera, the Wi-Fi router, of course. Yeah,
but the camera is expensive,
it's expensive, and I use it a lot. So if you know somebody out there who is trying to sell you a small camera and say, I've got a small camera, in Blantyre, let me know. That's my camera. Yeah. It's a Silver 7 GoPro, please.
Yeah,
if you know anybody,
you don't want to kill his channel.
That's my channel. That camera is my
depends
channel.
On that one.
That camera.
It's an expensive one.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, but now the thing is, this is what I'll bring out now, because when I went there to talk with management, they told me how the previous day, almost 20 people had reported losing their phones. So this now, for me, it's an alarm. It looks like blues has become a crime.
It might not be even bruise only. It might be a lot of places like where people drink, right? There are people who are going there to steal from people.
Basically, that's all they're going there. Probably they're drinking madzi, who looks drunk now, and whatnot, and then they're just waiting for. Because that Friday, I was sitting with Ron C's. On a table, there were a few of us. Ron C's, those Rina, those Ice James. Like a proper table, those Suspense. And Ron said, no, I can't see my phone. But he was using that phone to take videos for the Itsanana video. Pix was premiering Itsanana at Blues on Friday.
I remember,
And he used that to take the footage. But just soon after that, his phone went missing. And he looked for it. And I don't know if Ron found his phone that night. But when he was leaving, he had lost his phone. And these
Yeah.
guys reported that over 20 people had lost their phones. And I got the news again that this night where I left my jacket,
Yeah.
a lot more people lost their possessions as well. So
Possessions.
it's crazy.
Come on,
It's
they
crazy. I
need to
don't know
work- they need to work
what
on
needs
their
to be done.
security.
But Blues has got CCTV camera. And I have humbly asked the management
Yeah.
to just check from the time that I was leaving around 3 a.m. to like when they close the doors.
If somebody
If
picked
because
anything.
that's the use for CCTV camera. Is
Why
to
are you keeping it
review.
there?
If you don't use it, then take it off.
Yeah.
When we lodge these complaints, you can go back and check if there was any movement, whoever was around that area. So I hope Blues management will assist me just to check. I just need to know.
Yeah.
Probably it's even one of their workers or their workers conniving with people to steal. It
Yeah.
paints a bad picture.
It turns a bad
for the-
picture of
for the
Blues, and
venue,
they
yeah.
don't know. They may think like they are protecting people,
But no.
they're
I think
messing
if
up.
I was
Like,
in the management
I wouldn't
team,
feel safe to go there.
Yeah,
Because every
yeah.
time I'm like, hey, I think I will lose my possession.
exactly. I don't think I will be going back there anytime soon, unless I hear that there's change. But I'm always like a carefree when it comes to phones. When I go out, I leave phones like hanging everywhere and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be losing phones every week.
At least you kept your phone.
Yeah, at least I
otherwise
think-
you could have lost everything.
That's why I have this thing. Like,
to always just
Actually, I even started thinking of inventing the chains. You know, wallets used to have a chain. People thought it was to your back.
it does.
I
does
think
serve,
we
right?
need somebody who can supply those things. Like have a holder there. Clip your phone to a chain and clip it, whether it's to something to you. So if somebody's trying to put it, but it
can
has to
feel
be a
it.
chain.
You
You
can
feel
feel
it. It could look weird, but for safety of your items, I think that's safer.
Yeah,
So
it is.
probably let me find my suppliers. I'm a chain
Yeah.
with my hooks to your backhoe, to yourself,
Yeah.
and to your phone. Probably they would be selling my clubs.
Yeah, I think
Business
you
idea
can-
hatched.
business idea.
Yeah.
It's a good one, man. I say, Kellyon, send me the link.
For
Send me the
YouTube.
link. No. So
For the
people,
joining
yeah, people want
live.
to
Okay,
join
cool.
the live. We're not talking about Namiwa.
Namiwa, our friend Namiwa.
So send me via email. So yeah, if you want to join the live, just let me know. You have my number probably, or you can just send a message to, or just write on the chat, and then
Yeah, we'll check out the.
Kellyon here, the producer, the fixer, will send you that. But yeah, let me see what is on the list. Oh,
I've
okay.
got several things.
Let's start with the Martse, I think. So,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Yeah.
the Martse thing. So I think last week, this week has been a tense work.
Crazy.
He lost his possessions, but we were so part of hearing the conversations about Martse and the videos that the family, I think a brother to Martse did, and so many people came through to make a commentary about that. So I think we all know, if you don't know, if you're watching from diaspora, or probably you weren't checking the news, you weren't checking what was happening on social media, it is that the family found some content in late Martse's phone, and those contents contained what is deemed as what Martse was experiencing during the night that he died. They were superstitious in nature, seeing things, seeing a couple of bats and stuff, and then I think he felt like his life was in danger and so forth. So I think the rest went on, and then from there, names started coming out, names of artists. I think the name of the PRO to Shepherd Bushi came through from Nyirenda. The name of
Nyondo, not Nyirenda.
Nyondo. Yeah, the name of Gwamba came through. The name of who else? KOK came through. And people have been making their statements as well. Some of them are saying, okay, I've forgiven you. I think KOK's position was just to explain his part and how he has worked hard to achieve whatever he achieved. And I think justifying why he never called Martse to his show, which people have been arguing would be the cause of the death, because probably the guy was frustrated and stuff. But also Gwamba says, okay, I'm going to clear my name. Ephraim says, I'm going to clear my name. And this is where the issue is. The family went to prayers from the video that I watched, I felt like there were prayer people. They're saying we're waiting into the Lord, we're praying, we're looking,
God
we're waiting.
never disappoints us.
Yes,
and
yes. So I
we
think
knew
they're a
would-
prayer family, and they're looking after God's speech or presentation or explanation about what happened, and I think they got that conviction that some people are involved in the death. It's a crazy one. It's a crazy one. How are you looking at this, Ishman?
Yeah, it's a crazy situation, and I think it puts a lot of things into perspective.
Yeah.
When you critically look at it,
Yeah.
look at the events, and you'd have like a lot of questions. So I think there are a lot of angles that we could discuss this.
Yeah.
And this is my disclaimer when I'm talking about this. I'll be presenting what I think
Yeah.
about the issue. This is nothing to side with anyone. For me, what I see is I think the world is a very complex place to be in.
Yeah.
We probably think we have control of when we can have a child, but
Yeah.
we don't, because not everything that creates babies results into a baby as we want.
Yeah.
Some will get a baby or some will not. In the way we are born, it's different. We don't have control of that. There are things that just control that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with death.
Yeah.
And when people die,
Yeah.
there could be a lot of causes that cause the death. But one thing that I personally believe in is when your time comes, it comes, you die.
Yeah.
No matter how, it could be like, attributed to negligence, it would be attributed to somebody actually literally harming you and killing you.
Yeah.
But there will always be situations that will lead to that. And for me, the first thing that I do is to respect that one day something will happen.
Yeah.
How? I don't have control over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I think for other people,
Yeah.
they look deep into that and try to find out what caused this death.
Yeah.
This is unnatural death.
Yeah.
This is a mysterious death based on how somebody has died.
Yeah.
And also what they believe in.
Yeah.
So kwambili chimene ndikuona chimanza kula ndi faith, your faith in what you believe in and how you think things needed to happen.
Yeah.
This thing happened, a superstar passed on.
Yeah.
There was fire. That's what we saw. There was fire. That's what the police investigation spoke to us, that he died of fire.
Yeah.
How the fire started and everything was subject to investigation, which they said it was an electric. Now there are things that were happening in the life of the deceased.
Yeah.
And he had whatever, I don't know if it's an insight or whatever, to just document what was happening.
Yeah.
I do that all the time in a process.
do that?
Document stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I love my GoPro. That I even in my house, sometimes I'll just like put a GoPro there. I'm doing nothing and like I'll just leave it on. Whatever happens there, I keep the footage. When I'm driving, I'm always like recording.
Yeah.
That's why I even started doing the karaoke, because even with my phone, when I'm driving, I'll just put my phone somewhere. I just want to record things. I don't know when I'll go back, look at them or what they'll be used for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had situations, but he was recording these things that he was seeing and whatnot. And there's an account of him talking to a prophet or a pastor from South Africa about what he was going through and whatnot. So these are encounters that I think they happen to some of us. Sometimes we would like call, maybe you'd call your wife if your wife is there, like, I just woke up and I was seeing this, or I had this dream, or So he called somebody that he believed would have interpreted what was happening to him that time. And but when we come to the issue now of looking into that as evidence of there are people that killed him or that took part in his death, I find a lot of gaps or disconnects, because I personally know a lot of people that spoke to Martin during the day before that night when he eventually got bent in the morning. He spoke to Tana, and it's crazy that most people that spoke to him that day were taking screenshots of that conversation. So if it's spiritual, if it's what, I don't know. I don't know how to interpret it, but
the people that are being accused on this one, I think that's the center of these theories, right? the people that have been accused, how would you look at it? If you're saying like Tana spoke to him,
he spoke
as well.
to Tana. It was a video call. They were talking about a song. It was a guy in the US who was vibing with Nzungu. Nzungu said, "I love this song," so he called him. Like, I love Martse's song. I say, and Tana called Martse. And I was thinking, this guy, they are like a video. And I say, he even talked about me because we had something that we, So it's like,
imagine with your scenario, and people mentioned that Dennis is one of the guys that killed Matt.
Yeah, because probably I started being afraid because probably they looked at everybody who spoke to him before that time and their connections to Martin and how they could connect their phone calls to him. But they came out with one connection that they are usually using, which is Ephraim Nyondo, the PRO to Bushiri. And probably it's because of their belief and the other guys' beliefs. And because I'm sure there are a lot of people that they could have looked at their content, what they talked about. Because this guy Ephraim said, but he spoke to other guys where he told them, tikumane ndikabwera kulilongwe. So there was still like talk of meeting somehow, but they chose to focus on this for what you said, their own reasons. From where I'm sitting, it's to do with spiritual issues, probably.
Spirituality, man.
Yeah, it's spirituality,
and issues to do with
that's a big thing.
Spirituality are quite complex. Let me tell you, I can rise today and say that God has showed me that you aimed at killing someone. Yeah. And I can push that narrative. That narrative would cost other people's lives because other people would attack someone on the belief that whatever that you said that is true is really true. Yeah. And that's why this danger of these prophetic confirmations and so forth has. So I was talking to you, I know, of air. We're saying that the family has a perspective which is being shared by whoever they met. Yeah. The man of God who said, okay, or
confirmed that, okay, if there was this communication with these people and then this story that looks like this. Yeah. I spoke to him before he died. Yes. There's a video that he has done. Yeah. So this is from the video that he has made. And he's confirming he mentioned other people. And him as a man of God, pray for him. And in this video, he's confirming to the public that this is what happened. Because he also even brought in a suggestion South Africa, where it was not included in this context, this is what happened. Gwamba was we don't know what that means, how it connects to the story. Yeah. But him as a man of God with the spirit of the Lord, it has been revealed to him, and he knows through this account, he has many energetics. Yeah. Martse did not die a natural death, and he is siding with the family to say, and how many watch Hawadi? Yeah. They are connected to this.
And that's where the issue is. That is a perspective. So imagine a perspective of the people that have been accused. And another prophet rises and say, okay, I saw what happened. Yeah. It was not you guys. And it was either the fire. Or it was either Munasumation is another list of
name of people that said, and God has told me that these people have been trying to cover what they did, and they want to attack you because you guys are people of God. Because this narrative can shift left, right, center.
When that narrative comes through, who can check the spiritualities? Yeah. Who is the
spirituality? Because like for real, like I like this example that you have given. Yeah. Today, this is the story that we have. Yeah. And these people, we don't have written evidence. Yes, many also. We haven't seen that. Even this is what is there. We haven't seen it. But somebody has come forth, anointed by the Spirit of God, and he was there before the death of this person,
Yeah.
he confessed whatever, he received Christ and he died in a fire. A physical fire that everybody saw.
Yeah.
Pictures are there and everything. But he has convinced people that this is what happened.
Yeah.
He's a man of God.
Yeah.
If another man of God
Comes
in this case, the Bushi that is being mentioned,
Yeah.
is a man of God with a lot of followers. People that follow him believe in him. He has prophesied things. People have got testimonies about what he does.
Yeah.
If today he wakes up and tells us, "Goody, God has told me to tell this country the truth of
About
what
this."
happened," he has got millions of his followers listening to him.
Yeah.
And he says, "Okay, this is what happened," and he brings in another person's name. And his followers
Yeah.
believe him. He has said things to them and
Yeah.
whatnot. What will come out of that?
That's a crazy
And how
part.
do we measure who is saying the truth
How
in that
do we
scenario?
measure spirituality? Malawi is a superstitious country. And that's where the challenge is. Superstition defines us.
Exactly.
We are defined by superstition. Everything is linked to spirituality. And it's okay to be superstitious.
And when you say spirituality, it has to be clear. Spirituality is in all dimensions.
Different formats, right?
There are people that are spiritually believing in the power of herbals.
Yeah.
Mitengo yamapanga is. There are people that are spiritually believing in the power of animals.
Yeah.
Ng'ombe zimapanga izi, nkhuku zikapanga chonchi, machita zakuti. That's spiritually connected to animals. There are people that are spiritually
Yeah.
believing in God. In
The
this
God of the
case,
Bible.
God, the God of the Bible.
Yeah. And the
Which
God of
Bible, of which
the Bible.
religion? Is it of the Bible of Catholics or Presbyterians? They
Yeah.
all have different beliefs on how the
I
God
think
works as well.
The God of the Bible has a definition of what is good and bad. And I
Yeah.
think it has the devil as a bad
As a bad side of
agent, and as it has God as the clean and holy agent who we worship and so forth. So when people are coming forth, they can all claim to come from, let's say, God of the Bible, who's in this context is the clean God and everything, and will say that I have seen God saying to me that ABCD is supposed to be like that. The question is always who checks, who confirms, and so forth. So when this kind of things happen, what happens is people will now go to the laws of the land. The laws of the land
are supreme
to how people define
things.
the godly issues and how people defend their perspective depending on the God that they believe. So if someone goes to the laws of the land and say that someone is saying that I killed someone, what will happen? Probably you're going to be taken into account because you're going to say, God told me, according to the laws, you
have to show evidence.
Religion is permissible, is understood, but the evidence of spirituality are never taken as evidence
in the court
of
according to the laws
of the land. And that's where the confusion comes in, because if you call out people, for instance, to say you are a Satanist or you are a witch, what do you expect them to do? To accept, okay, I am a witch and I repent, or to say, oh, you call me a witch, I'm gonna go to the courts. I'll be like, but the courts will not measure the spirituality, will look at my statement against yours.
Yeah.
Because that's how the world is built. So when we are superstitious in our nature and we look at different people, we define them in different formats. However we look at them, I feel like it's very important to always know that you'll be measured by the laws of the land, which are not spiritual in your context.
No.
Because even the spiritual of your context, even the spiritual that you define can also be contested by different people because it is done without seeing. It is done by faith. It is done by other people seeing things that they claim they have seen and speaking, communicating. What if what they have seen is not true? What if their sin is true, but we are denying what they have seen? So that's where the confusion is about this matter.
It's a crazy world, and I think Malawi, we speak about Malawi because we belong here.
Yeah, we belong here.
Probably it's Africa or whatever, but this is what we know. All these things to do with Ufiti and there are people that have challenged this narrative.
Yeah.
There's no witchcraft.
It's a crazy one.
The guy is still standing there. Timani Ndani? Dr. Ndani?
Tindwa.
Tutindwa.
Oh, yeah.
He has challenged all these. There's Ufiti, But are people doing anything?
We have our boy
Wonderful
Wanda.
Wonderful Kuche challenges you people. If you think there's witchcraft, there's this happening. Can you come show us? Can we have evidence? Another woman opezeka munjeni. Can we be logical and think what else could have happened? Spiritual things, yes, we're all spiritual, but then which one do you measure? Which one do we use? Because the land doesn't accept that as evidence anyway.
It's evidence that is more personal, is more private, that I think can be understood by people who believe and were there and the environment of the evidence was shared. Because when you're in the church, there are things that are said in the church that you can, when you go out of the church, you say, but was I even there listening to that? Because of the environment, because of the keyboard, because of the speech, the presentation of that particular man of God or woman of God, right? That taken on a sober platform can be contested by so many arguments. There are so many thoughts, there are so many theories, school of thoughts we call them, that would be able to break that down with different theories and then test it, and then you find that, but what I believed and how I said it is wrong. I've said this even on the podcast here, that there was a time that one of my relatives called me a witch, right? Called me a witch. It really pained me, honestly, because I asked myself, what is witchcraft? Because I have been a Christian, and I'm still a Christian, it's like I've been. I'm a Christian, and I know that, yes, we talk about witches and stuff, and I've never met a witch, but I know that, yes, people can wish other people bad. But since that day when I was called a witch, because of how this person, a relative, in fact, had to go to a different man of God, and that man of God said, that guy is a witch, because of that definition. And I come to myself like, I'm a prayer person. How can they even say that I'm a witch? That's when I said, Malawi and African culture is built on superstition. And most of the things that people talk about, most of the beliefs that we have are just superstitious, word of mouth kind of transferred thoughts that are not proven by anything. And this is what happens. And people can define other people through that. Yeah. And other people will be affected. Other people will take it personal, and it's going to eat them up. But other people are strong to know that no.
And they will drag you to court. They will drag you to court.
You can drag someone to court.
Can you, he said this. I've got
a
record of this.
Me?
Can you help me prove that I am this?
Be like, no, we need to pray and someone has to speak. No, I don't want something to speak. I want some evidence that is tangible. So for people who have never been accused wrongly about witchcraft, satanism and the like, you may look at claims like these to be, I know it happens. Yeah. But how do
until it happens in your circle, like your mother, your father, even yourself.
Yeah.
Are being accused of that, and you are there wondering how
some prophet comes and in your village or wherever your mom is and says, this woman is a witch, and people come and attack and kill that woman. I'd be like, mom has been killed, but she wasn't a witch because I know her. Yes, you know her, but other people are using the same thoughts of believing statements that are said in some quarters, using that to murder someone.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that have been killed this year, being suspected to be witches.
It's crazy.
And for me, the danger is, this used to happen one bit in the rural areas.
Yeah.
Where we thought people are not woke, are not learned. But right now, it's actually coming into even the urban settings.
Yeah.
Where people are, it has changed. When you got unfeed, witches, unfeed, now it has got satanic, Illuminati. We're using the same thing, the same narrative, the same thought. Tajinyamu, tangoji pangari brand, akakhala ndi anthu ochita bwinowa, tisachora unfeed, taveke akaka Illuminati, something like that. I remember when we were young, which is like, it just hit me now. When we were young, in the suburban areas of Malawi. Kukangoma, kunghoma, that's where I was born. Kuna anthu ndi mashop. Ave? Anthu amene ndi mashop zodzaza. Ali magadi moto ife nthawi imeneyo kwathu kuli njinga za moto, yani timakhala ntchito ku malaini kwa agriculture. But the narrative that we heard about anthu ainakazi mashopu aja amene ajawa ndi amfiti mudzapanga obuzevu mukalowa mushopu muja nthawi zonse amakhala sanavale nsapato. We're here sitting in our own house where we don't have shoes. We don't need to have shoes. Atiko chifoti ifeyo tikamapita kukoka gulazi na uzeti vala ni nsapato. Mukapita mene muja achenda amfiti samavala nsapato ndi chizimba chawo. Ena aja amangotsonya. This guy was busy like removing something in his teeth. Maybe he had eaten meat because if ngoja uje ni toothpick sima idziwa, and this guy had to and there were all these beliefs, and it made us believe kuti anthu olemera ndijani ndi amfiti. But was that true? Was it? I don't know how we still now have this, and we have taken it into this era, into these settings, and we have given it some names and whatnot. So
I say it's crazy and it's painful. We are a very superstitious country, and I remember bringing wonder because because this issue has been close to my heart because I've been a victim before. As I said in the example I shared, I've been a victim, and I know what can really happen to you if you take that in and you believe, oh, I'm being accused of this, and you become part of that. People are accused wrongly, and people use religion to hurt people. People use asinganga, the dark religion, to hurt people. So in whatever format, whatever belief that you have, and you use to hate people, be sure that those people are governed by whatever that we have around here, which is the laws of the land, and they will use those things to also find that. And when you go there, it will be difficult for you to pray to prove that it was out of prayer that we saw this. It was out of prayer. But can that prayer be verified? Who verifies? Who's the top authority to verify? Be okay, my prophet. Someone will be, my prophet will tell me the best. Someone will be like, my pastor will tell me the best. So who is the ultimate authority to speak on these issues and to say and to confirm, to say this is where it ends? And that's where religion becomes dangerous when you use it to make claims. I'm not saying that the family is wrong, but I'm saying that they are sailing on a risky ground of religion, because religion is a risky conversation everywhere. Anyway, we've stayed here for a long time. I think let's move on.
Let's move to other issues.
Let's move on. What are we talking about?
This is going to be a conversation, I think, that will keep flowing, and there are a lot of versions, but that's our perspective. I'm personally very spiritual, but don't tell me what kind of spiritual am I. It's up to me. My spirituality is about me, where I'm sitting, not even McDonald's or my family or wherever. It's me and the powers that I believe in. How I define them, it's up to me.
That's him. I believe in God or the Bible.
Okay, to our next conversation. This country has become a drama ground. No, okay, let's not call it drama. Let's not no. A lot of things that are happening are really
crazy.
Things that are crazy. I don't know how we're thinking. Things that keep popping up. And was it yesterday? Zana,
I think. Yeah, there's a guy, Sylvester Namiwa. He's a vocal person, owns an organization, or probably just an executive director of an organization. They run a pressure group, some sort.
Concerned Citizens for Development and Economic something.
And so forth. History of the guy is he was the press officer at the Malawi government, pretty much during the DBB era, because I think when something happens to him, the DBB pays for him bail. Scenario.
They sympathize with him.
They sympathize with him. So whatever arrangement they have it on their own. But this guy is coming from somewhere, right? And I think he's on the roundabout, Likun roundabout, right?
Yeah, he had a press briefing during the day. They had finished, and then I think he was going. I don't know if he stays around Likuno area 3, but he was there heading around. The Ntundhama area 3, Likuni roundabout that side.
And he was abducted. I'm not sure if the abduction was he was in a car and people like a movie, right? Like how we see it in the movie, like a Mission Impossible kind of thing. Guns out, and took the guy.
Here they were pangas.
And tamangisa galimoto because kulikuniko if they did depended pali load block and do I'm not sure, but yeah, I think there are stories that he was abducted, and I think people there were mixed feelings. I have Best here. Best Balala says he want to join this one. Is he here? Is he on? Okay. Best. If you're watching, connect now. And yeah, let's have a conversation about it. Best wanted to weigh in this matter, honestly. Excuse me. Because the guy is abducted.
Yeah.
And he's found. So people are comparing with the Kamlepo Kalua saga, where he was also abducted and
for
found
like 3 days.
And then he was tied with some simple ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw him in the pictures that people were taking with him. That is also found. My thing, come on, I say, look at the guy. I say, you look at the guy, like the guy hasn't been beaten. I say,
for me, I'm thinking, what was the reason for abducting him in the first place?
Yeah.
Because the demo had already been
cancelled.
They were told, no, you're not going to do this demo. So if the government had other issues that they needed to do, was the solution to abduct him? Because this thing was not going ahead already.
It wasn't going ahead already.
Whoever wants us to believe abducted him was for what reason? Maybe can he speak to us now so you understand where they went with him? Amatijani,
it's crazy.
Because it looks like he can't remember anything.
He can't remember anything. Like dude.
And if he has been treated as an outpatient, that means they have done my test. No, it's not serious. You can't give him a bedroom observe. And
the guy hasn't been beaten. I say, have you seen abduction?
I think that's like a very proper, smart abduction. I think that's what really happened. Best is with us.
Best, can you come in? How would you weigh in the issue of the abduction?
Oh yeah, man. How are you, man? Can you hear me?
No, we're good. Nice catching up. I don't know if you're in the office or you're home.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, I'm home right now. I've been up and down. You know me, man. I'm a hustler, man. But then the funny thing is that trouble always follows me. I don't know why. I'm not saying I'm part of it, but then I'll talk about the experience I had with him because, I'm a graphic designer who is always everywhere. So the day he was taken, I was talking in the morning because I was doing some few things. I don't want people to attack me if they're attacking anybody, but then I'm doing business with him. So, what I think is if they took him, it's really serious. We're in trouble because the guy kept on pushing me. I need this. I need this right away. He kept on calling. I was even telling some of my friends where I was like, okay, you know how somebody keeps on bothering you, like this has to happen. Where is this thing? I need it now. We want to use it for the demos tomorrow. But I won't mention the other things, but then I'm just saying so that you're in the loop. So at some point, I was trying to call him, but then he wasn't picking up. So I noted he was in a press briefing. Then he just went silent. So I'm like calling him. He wasn't picking up. I sent him all the files that were supposed to be used the next day. You get what? Which was weird to me. I even got scared. I'm like, what's going on? What is it? So I tried calling. That's when I saw it on the news. I'm like, oh, the guy. He's saying people are saying they took him, which I started connecting dots, which was scary to me. I'm like, hey, if they get his phone and then he's been talking to me all day, are they not going to take me too? You know what I'm saying? So it's just confusing to me even, which I think you guys are intelligent enough to tell me what's up. Like you'll be like, what's really going on? Because to me, it seemed authentic because really, the guy, we really worked hard. I didn't even sleep. I was even angry at him. I'm like, you know what? Send me all the files at once. You know me. Send me all the files at once. Let's just do this. We were busy. And then suddenly he's gone. He was even supposed to send me something at night. Then he's gone. You be like, what's really going on? Like in Malawi, it got me scared. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's my comment. From there, you can take it from there, break it down, and lay. I think that way you'll see why I commented on this issue.
Best.
Now I understand.
Let's start from here. Let's start from here. Were you already paid for your work by this time, or you are going to invoice and you'll be paid later?
Yeah, I'll be paid later. I'll be paid later. Okay, I'll be paid later because I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. But what scared me is the guy just went dark like that.
Crazy, man.
We were
This
busy.
mode and very smart, man. And to see that you were involved with the demos. Of course, you weren't involved with the demos. You were
He was
working.
just doing his
You were
work. Graphic
creating.
designing,
You're doing your job.
placards,
Yeah, it
and
is what it
everything
is.
that yeah.
But it's crazy.
Okay, cause like from from this end, I don't know how this thing happened, and yes, we're here to really get the gist from the horse mouth.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't know what happened, then I think it's scary to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And also, who was he with at that time? And
Yeah.
was there any description of these people and whatnot? I think there are like few pieces that are probably missing from this whole thing. And when you think about it, how people are abducting themselves, have been abducting themselves recently and asking for ransom, both locally and even internationally, you wouldn't rule out any foul play or him just trying to get people's attention or buy sympathy. I know that I've read comments about some people who said, no, people are using what he wore on this day,
Yeah.
and the clothes were changed. There was somebody who said, that's not true. That's not a true narrative of the story.
Yeah.
People are using an old presser's pictures and then combining it with what he has been found wearing and all. But for me, I think it's a call for logic when some of these things happen.
Yeah.
It's good to think, to look at into things, the details, and come up with a perspective first of your own, and then try to also find out what other people are saying about the same thing and connect the dots. I think that's the challenge that we have as people.
Yeah.
We make conclusions based on hearing a story from one side.
Yeah.
We hear one thing, and before even verifying, before even doing anything, we rush to the other side. And these things have happened before. We know how these things turn out to be. We're not ruling out completely, but can we hear from him, please?
I don't know.
What
man.
transpired? And yeah,
I would try to get him. I will try to get him for the next Friday. If you want to talk about it, I will try to get him. This is what podcasting is all about. You want to get all the views from different people. So I will try to get him. But from where I'm sitting, when I look at abductions in Malawi, I feel like most of them are staged, apart from maybe the ones that people are really, they were taken maybe and beaten and whatnot. But an abduction that is there and they leave you to be there in a normal state, they don't beat you up, they don't deform you in any way. You go there, you come back, you say, I've forgotten everything. And then you're just treated as an outpatient, probably psychiatric kind of support. That invites a lot of questions. And it's not wrong to ask questions. And that's what we're doing here. We're asking questions. We want to understand what really happened. And these are our views It might not be true. We will hear more as things are unfolding. Probably it's going to appear at the police being asked questions so that he can explain what is actually happening. So,
Yeah, because this is a big issue, say an issue of national interest.
Yeah.
If the president
It's
puts
about
out
security.
a press
The
on the
president,
same, and
the
then you have the
police.
minister, the police, you have the minister of internal security
Yeah.
also weighing in. It's something that needs to alarm us. We need to know. We need to really, really know what
Yeah.
happened, because if people can abduct you anyway, I'm not sure if I'm safe coming out
Yeah.
of this place,
Yeah.
going home.
And
And
come and abduct us in the podcast. Like, hey,
Like,
guys, we
you
have
know-
abducted you.
so we need to know how safe we are. We need to get to the bottom of this issue. We hope our men in uniform will investigate this and give us
Yeah.
the details, and the man himself also assist us, so
Yeah.
we avert this danger if it's among us.
Yeah, but shout out to Best. You're the best in what you do, man. You're working with so many clients, interesting clients. Look forward to engaging with that. But yeah, let's check comments from the charts. I think we haven't looked at the
that,
charts,
yeah.
so let's just get comments from the charts. What do we have?
My network is really, really, really today.
Shout out to you guys. I think this is script. Shout out to you, man. Pombulu, I see you guys. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
see
Love
us,
from Kenya.
That's Pombulu?
Pombu is from Kenya. I met him in Zim. Former colleague of ours.
Yeah.
Follows, and I know he has been very interested with the issue, superstitious and everything.
Yeah.
Because during the week he sent me something, a screenshot about. Let me just go there to verify. It was a screenshot about some superstitious thing that was happening to some school,
Yeah.
where girls, like female learners from Peter Primary School under sub-tradition or whatever, were fainting because they had developed a strange disease.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so there was a comment that he circled and he needed to find out why was it like that. Chairperson for the Parents Teachers Association at the institution, Lester Bamus, says they intend to invite a witch doctor to deal with the matter, as they suspect the incident is done through magic.
Hey.
That's a
So
big one there.
so the teacher is gonna be the witch doctor is gonna be the benchmark.
The benchmark of what's happening.
Of what's happening. So if he accuses other people to be involved, those people will be
People, the community will
deal with those
decide on them to deal with them, that they are the ones. How would they measure? How would they
major.
get the evidence to say this witch doctor
eh.
says it's these people? How connected are these people? How
Yeah.
true is that?
How true is this whole thing?
I don't know. And I think he was posing this to me, like, okay, is this how you operate in Malawi? That
It's crazy.
something happens, which could be a disease. People are fainting, and they have, after developing a strange disease, do you
Yeah.
cure diseases using
magic.
witch doctors?
It's crazy, but it is what it is. People do crazy stuff here, so I wouldn't rule out that. I've seen communities being involved with something like that. But yeah, let's do the comments. Boomba, Boomba from Zambia.
Oh yeah.
Boomba,
It's
shout out
great,
to you.
it's great.
Shout
out to
you.
Boomba. Thanks for joining the
Yeah.
live podcast today. We hope we can trend in Zambia one day, because this is where we're gonna be breaking it down as it is.
Yeah.
Raw, urban, rural. This is no political affiliations.
Yep.
No religious affiliations.
Yep.
Just two guys who
Yeah.
have conversations
Yeah.
from their days in the boardroom, from the days at school, just
Yeah.
to building the same conversations
Over and over.
over a podcast.
Yeah. So, but yeah, shout out to you. I've seen that you also left the center.
And
So,
a
shout
big
out to-
congratulations.
congratulations
He
for-
was at the Yali.
He was at Yali.
Wow.
He got a new job. Shout out to you, man. So it's all love, man. It's all
Can't
love
wait
from
to come to Zambia and chill out. Zim chilling was amazing when we were in Zim Bomba.
Yeah. Throw another comment. I see Bomba's comment only. Oh,
Okay.
then we have who is this? This is I'm reading from the screen. So it's Josiah Kandoje. Loving this pod. Still waiting. Oh, for Spotify. Oh my God, platforms. It's very funny. Okay. Tumba. Yes. So Spotify tonight, probably by tonight or tomorrow. All those links will be up. All the old episodes. Of course, the sound was bad, but all the old episodes will be there. So a couple of them. So I'm gonna put up a proper poster for that. So shout out to you, Josiah. It's coming.
Okay. My network is really dragging.
And a new comment? Okay, I'm waiting for it to. Oh, best. We really need to make sure. Okay, we really need this on Spotify. I make sure I don't miss any episodes. Malawi. We don't have anyone. Okay, I can't read because when I'm reading, there's something that is coming on the screen. Yeah, but it's talking about censorship and the like.
Yeah. So actually, that's what we.
Yeah, we're yesterday
we're somewhere
talking about this censorship
things and everything about.
But a shout out to you, Best. Thank you for being there. I need to bring Best for some issues around artists. So probably on another Friday, we need to fix our gear here and make sure that we have 3 mics for us just to talk about Malawi music. I know you always talk about people paying and whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be another one. I had Best when we didn't have numbers or maybe a lot of people following.
Yeah, but if you very, very, very good insights and controversial ones.
Yeah, controversial.
B2, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, cool. I think time.
Last one. So we can do a quick one. Highlighted. All right. Bob Pondo, I see you. Dennis's neighbor.
Yeah, Bob was calling me now. He's been calling me. I need to talk to him. Okay. He's my neighbor, so I need to talk to him. We need to talk.
Yeah.
Neighborhood issues on a Friday. Rules. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, but Bob, I'll get back to you as soon as I finish this podcast.
Shout out to you, Bob. Always a fan of what you did to Malawi music. You just disappeared. I want you on the podcast. You're not coming. I don't know why. We'll find a way. We're gonna get you.
We'll get you, or we just bring the podcast.
We'll just bring the podcast at your place and just start recording.
Yeah, okay, let's get to our next issue.
It's too quick, yeah.
We still have a few issues, but I think we'll still have to rush because I have people like Bob waiting for me.
Yeah, let's rush, yeah. I have something as well.
We've talked about Namiwa. One heated issue right now as we speak is Nkani Yamigodi mining issues.
Yeah.
There are precious stones or all these other deposits that can actually take us somewhere, according to what we have learned about Imigodi and all that, that have been discovered. There have been explorations going on in my home village, in our farm, in Kasia, in our farms, in our mindawa watu Kasia kumudzi kwa ineyo.
Yeah.
Do's in that president kumunda watu.
Wendy.
Rutile. My friend. It's a lot of money. When you look at the figures that are being mentioned, it's a lot of money. But there's also a concern surrounding all this. We know gold deposits. People have gone there, and there's gold deposits in there in the farm. People have been mining gold. Kwamatavila, where I grew up. It looks like
everywhere you're coming from is gold.
There always like minerals somewhere, somehow. I don't know what's there in Nsanje and in Mangoji. And Mangoji, I know there are like a lot of stones and all this. But the issue surrounding mining is how open are these issues, or how accessible are issues, contractual issues, laws governing, and everything else that a layman like me, when I look at those billions, this is in Kasia, probably this is Mundama Agogoanga, Bambao, and Dalayaini, Mulima Minerals Awawa. I don't know. How do I benefit from there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Where are these these rooted deposits?
That's a thing.
Do I get compensation when they are drilling? Do I drill mine and sell to this company? What happens? What are the laws? What do you know about these things?
I don't know anything about how you can get your money or how you can be compensated. I assume that if they are found in your place, they will do the normal thing of buying your place, which is buying land. I think they have a standard amount on how they pay for land and whatever in terms of the square meters, maybe. But I think it's high time Malawi needs to have a conversation of what it means to mine, and what does it mean for me if I have, for instance, I would find gold in my backyard. Do I get that gold and I give it to the government? They give me compensation. How does it work? We need to have an idea of what is happening, because people are mining in Malawi illegally because there is no clarity about
on how they can really.
I hear that the geology whatever map is not that available to everyone. So we would see, okay, where would likely find the gold deposits or maybe precious stones in Malawi, so that people would explore, or I'll get or maybe you just talk about how we also need to know rather how viable the business is in a way, so that for instance, if the license is 10 million and we can actually find the gold, we can team up young people who put money together and then we do mining and then we sell and we get rich and whatever. I think there's information that is missing, but I think the point of contention when it comes to this issue is about the deal that is seemingly coming forth, where we are giving a country, a company rather, from whatever country, I don't know, it's Netherlands or something.
It should be Australia. There's something that I'm looking at my phone.
Okay, cool.
I want to go there and get the details, because there's a press release that has just been put out by the government.
And the government is coming forth when people are making noise about these things. Like they don't care of how to get of giving people information, because this information is very important. We need to know specifically when it comes to the deal.
Yeah.
Have we signed the deal? If we haven't, that's okay. If we are signing, what is in there for the people? Because people are talking about so many things.
Yeah, I wanted to read it verbatim, kind of mainly the most important areas. But what the press statement says is the company is exploring.
Yeah.
So this is the case of my home village in Kasia.
Yeah.
They are exploring these deposits.
Yeah.
And they have found the deposits.
Yeah.
What is happening now is this company doesn't have a license to mine. So what they are giving out, they say, is the results of the exploration. What they have found, all those $1 billion and whatnot. And then the case of all these royalties or taxes, things, tax regimes that is used in mining.
Yeah.
They say they came to that based on what they found from the region. Like, ku Zambia, kamapanga mining. Zimaenda bwanji. Ku Zimbabwe, like, neighboring countries, amaenda bwanji. So if a company abwela kupanga mining, but percentage ina yake, imene akapanga amapereka kuboma. Ina, imakhala, like, through taxes, palika chati kamene katuluka kuti ifeyo actually we have a better deal. Because they are giving 5%, then after 20% of the mining revenue, as bereka 15% to kuboma. So they are comparing to Zambia, where Zambia they don't usually like
do that,
pay anything. There's nothing that they take, and then there's it's crazy, creepy, but they say that's how the law is, and I think what we need to do is like really, So the loyalties are Malawi, 5%. Imalandira as loyalties, and resource rent tax for every income over 15%. There's a 20% return, and then the government free carry. I don't know what the free carry is. Takes 10%. While in Zambia, a company only pays 15%. Nothing like resource rent tax. Nothing like government free rent. Nothing. In Tanzania, 5% loyalties, no tax rent. And 16% government free carry. In Namibia, it's 2% royalties, nothing on the other things. So they have put it there as a benchmark or a comparison.
we are getting a good deal.
So they say these are like tax laws that are used when a company comes into a country to do mining.
All right.
So
I hear you.
the thing is, we need to understand these things.
We need to
not even in
understand,
Chizungu. Aziruza and hakumuze kozi akapita kukasiye akakumana ndi azankolo aineyo anoti izizi sakuzimva akuzoti undi munda wathu papezeka ndalama zili mujani
ndalama zimunda mwathu.
And yesterday I think we had this discussion. I think we all were talking to Q when we were at the event. So we're magamba nkhani ya madzi. Kuti even when you have land, you own the topsoil.
Yeah, you own, I think, up to a
certain centimeters or meters into the soil.
Into the soil.
So
you don't own everything.
When you're digging a hole, because I remember this incident where people were complaining about my licenses. Amijigo. Kudi antakule period azizika mijigo for license.
Yeah.
Ndio dura. So I was like, you need a license to do njigo. They're like, yeah, you are encroaching into the government's land when you're drilling into the soil. So you need to have a lease kuti ndifuna ndibole nawo njigo mutagayanu even ili pajani
in your compound.
In your own compound. So these are things that some of us are just knowing now. Probably only my experts and people know. But
I wanted to face the camera and speak to government. I know other people will be like, you know people. Why can't you just speak to them? But this is what happens. Malawi is coming from a perspective of seeing that everything that happens is not for their benefit. Malawi is like a woman or a man who has been in a bad marriage, and they are told, and they divorced, and they're told that there's another man or there's another woman who is interested in you to do another marriage. You'll be like, no, I can't do it because of the memories, the bad memories of some deals that we have taken. And it's very painful for people to hear of other things that concern money going outside, but we don't know how, in its clarity and clear format, how that is being used and how that is being framed, how that is going to be managed altogether. The deal might be good, might be the best deal of the region, but is it something that people are happy to be part of? The conversation of doing deals and MPs passing these laws and saying that we represent people that they don't talk to is a bad thing. Most of Malawians don't have the knowledge or the information of what is happening in this country. How much money is being borrowed? How much money is being used to what? People don't have an idea of, we have signed this deal. The company that we have signed this deal with is getting this X amount. We'll get this X amount. What does it mean? These things should not be pressed out of you. These things should come naturally from the government, speaking to the people, and people understanding, putting their concerns, and saying, fine, if this is happening globally, can we check this A, B, C, D? Oh, we know a company that can do this better. Can we try this company? It should be a platform where people are able to engage on these things. It shouldn't be people checking that there's a contract somewhere and then dealing with you. How to govern people is to make sure that the people understand and they don't suspect you of foul play. If they suspect you every time, even if the deal is good, people always think that you are ripping them off. And people are being screwed. We have been screwed for a long time. And specifically because most of the companies are white-owned. And when they come here, we don't know how much they can get from us. So are you sure we're not being screwed here? Can you make sure that people feel that we're not screwed? Can you give the confidence to people that we know we're not being screwed? Can you present a platform? We're opening this platform. Come here, let's talk about the mining. Tell us we're not being screwed. Tell us there's no alternative. We can't do it on our own. Tell us we can't invest on our people. Tell us why. And that's how we govern people.
Absolutely.
I wanted to make that statement,
absolutely. I think let's open up the government. Yeah. Let's open up the structures of governance. Yeah. And these are things that I think the current regime promised us. Yeah. And I think to an extent I give them a kudos. There have been instances where they said they made a decision and then people said, hey, and then they reversed. Yeah. They made a decision, people reversed. That means you are listening. So a high five to that. but we can't be waiting for people to react first to something before. We now need to like just open up those platforms. People should come in there, have conversations, and get what are their views or what's their input, and then take that, go and draft whether the laws and whatnot. But people need to be put in the open.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that's that about mining. And I hope we have driven that point straight where it needs to go.
Where it needs to go.
And we need to know. We need to know. We are too excited right now. We're too excited. We are about to
go
back
into
to
mining
village.
and all go back
I'm
to the village.
I'm about to go to the village right now.
I have money.
I don't want to waste any more time here and then go there.
Yeah, we need
because
to know.
I know Kasia.
Okay, we'll talk about you at your Garcia story. Let's look at what else do we have there.
Okay, so we've got a few things that we need to do. We'll talk about the demonstrations, the nationwide demonstrations that have been going on. I don't even know if they're finished in some areas as we speak. And then we'll have to give out some tickets to
Suffix
before. Suffix before.
Suffix before Gumbi.
Suffix. Which suffix is there? Something like
the Aubrey Gambi.
That Gambi thing. Suffix, Mr. Gambi.
Yeah.
We'll be giving out some tickets to some people
tickets, and we had something happening. So yeah, let's just do the demos and we do the tickets at the end and we close.
Yeah. What did you follow about the demos?
The demos happened. We had the demos in Zuzu, the demos I think in Zimba, the demos in
Zomba,
Cheu, Zoba.
Mulanje as well? Yeah. I had my sister's, my cousin is a police person, so she was deployed over that side.
Okay, demos are happening. We had a conversation about demos last week.
Yes.
Right? We're saying demos are cool. The government that we have was inspired by demos.
And they love demos.
They love demos. But even during that time, even now, what have we achieved as a people on ourselves out of the demos? You see that apart from changing of the government, we have killed so many businesses. And if you are saying, hey, demo isinaende bwire fund sana ononge mashopu, wait until you have your own shop. Wait until your car uli momo uli mwana wako aipasula aiwocha yonkutenga kungotosa mwana wako tawa naye, and you'll be like, hey, demo zinde inakuoma because hey, ando chira gari moto. You're not gonna say that when it happens to you. We're always excited about demos, but we don't know what are these demos doing. So many thugs are now flooding into the demos and dealing with people's property and agubangini during the demos. And we're excited saying, yeah, we're pressing. After the demos that have happened, what has changed in the government? We need to ask ourselves this question. And
apart from changing the government itself, like people that are there, because what else has changed that this was petitioned and this is the response? This is how
we need to monitor these things. We need to monitor these things. If we are saying that we are pushing, we want the president to remove some presidential powers, whatever. So you're just going to be going in the streets, killing people's businesses every day until the president says, okay, I'm removing the powers? Is it how we were going to approach this issue of demos? Or we're going to find another avenue? We can find other avenues. Demo is not the only avenue, and I've always argued about this. Demos are not the only avenue. There are plenty of ways how people can deal with the government to make a decision. The reason we go for demos is because of the violence and because it excites people that are not even part of the agenda, but they're excited because they know that they're going to steal. If you're going to use a dialogue model to engage the government, you know that you're not going to have anyone. But the moment you just say demos, people are excited because they know they're going to steal. Is this how we're going to change Malawi? We are complaining. Sorry, I'm going to give you a start. We're complaining about Russia, war has affected our economy. Things are not working. Business is. But while we are complaining about that, we are going to kill business. Like some people are paying for my bills. Mwina mai wa kudwala alipo oxygen and I'm like a business to pay for the bills, and you go and you're going to steal everything, and you're like, hey, do you see what you're doing to your own countrymen? And when you look at other people, look from outside looking, like, invasion. This is not how we deal with the government. The same way I say this is not how we deal. This is not how we govern people on the mining. This is not also how we deal with the government effectively. Post this demo era that we had in 2020, 2019, 2020, something like that. We need to find another way. Otherwise, honestly, this is crazy.
No, I don't know. Really, I don't know how people are so excited and how people are still suffering in the streets. Many people that make their living in those places, they have shops and whatnot. People are forced to close their shops, stay away because they don't want to be injured where they are.
Affects their cash flow.
Yeah, and then they can't make any money. On top of that, when their shops are closed, these people are passing there. They break their shops. They steal. They go back later on. They find there's nothing. And for me, to be honest, it's a big challenge. It's a mindset challenge.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like these people don't know that they are not killing the president, or they are not. It's not like they don't know that whatever is doing is not speaking to the presidency or the government. They know. They have gone there strictly to steal, and they'll steal from somebody who has, because they don't have something, and they feel like these people found it easier, so they need to go and steal there.
Yeah.
Honestly, somebody posted something, I've forgotten who it was, but he said, we have a mindset of, if I'm going down, then we should all go down. So we measure progress, and not by how much steps are there for us to attain. No. But by how many are below me or are at my level. Not like, okay, we're here on a podcast. If someone wants to do their own podcast, what they'll be measuring their success on podcast is podcast but it's
we're not the benchmark.
Talk about and it's like in everything. It's, I don't know, kind of school ija, the fact that ukaka number 1 wina jinteka khomo
you feel better.
You feel them already usogolo ine kumandale phela ya koma munzotale phela 40. You feel good because mwale phela ambili, not ineyo sinna cause.
You don't measure yourself from the level of excellence.
So we measure ourselves from the level of
other people.
Other people's failure. Like, how many have failed? Also, how many are with me at this level? Comfort zone That's not taking our country anywhere, my countrymen.
My countrymen, we're killing ourselves. If we want to do with the government is just a bunch of people that are making decisions. They are not making decisions maybe fast as we want them to do. We can deal with them in a different way. But demos, no.
And mainly when they're this violent, because they're always violent. That's the problem now. There are very few.
I always argue to say, if you are strong enough and you want to do a demo, go and do a demo, and you go and meet the politicians in their homes or where they are. If you can't,
the person that you know is responsible,
deal with them. Don't deal with your countrymen who are hustling. Come on, and you're attacking your fellow countrymen. That's crazy. And on this platform, we talk about peace. We encourage peace, and we're saying stop the demos. Find another way to engage. Find another way. You're gonna hold them ransom on something else. Until you fix this. That's another thing. But
because there are better ways of stay home. If people are really concerned about something, let's all agree to stay home. Nobody's gonna go and destroy somebody's something. Stay home. Like, okay, we're not gonna use something. But this thing of destroying things
no. Unless if you're destroying something that it concerns them. Because even if you destroy Chinchimeshi Jaboma, who's gonna pay the tax to fix it? Ourselves. Crazy.
That ends there.
Every time I hear about the demos, honestly, I'm affected. I feel like, why do my countrymen doing this? But anyway, let's end this on a lighter note.
Entertainment. Shout out to Uncle Suffix in Lilongwe.
Shout out to Uncle Suffix. So we have, let's say, partnered with the Uncle Suffix. Suffix is having a show 1st October and 10 October. Oh, the body. 9th October. Stephen here. And I'm like, even guessing. But yeah, we have tickets. I have 10 of them. So this week we're going to give out 5 to people that entered into the draw. So how was the draw like? So I had posted that please go and subscribe to the channel, Podcast with Makion on YouTube. When you do that, we're going to put your name on a draw. And we have 16 people who joined the draw. We're very small. We're going to grow. We're going to be having draws and have 1,000 or thousands of people. And a million sometime later. But for now, 16, I'll remember this video. 16 people came in. So we have 16 people contesting to get these 5 tickets, right? So what we're going to do is we have all the numbers of people that had, because you were supposed to subscribe and tell me one podcast episode that you like. And when you do that, you would send that to a number that I had provided. And yeah, so many people did. And what we're going to do here, we wrote all the numbers into paper, into some papers. So we're going to just pick something. Maybe we need to show that because people think like we have, if I pick from here, you won't see it. So we need to find a way to... Yeah, so these are the papers. They have numbers. They all have numbers. I was writing them. Dennis wasn't doing it. So we're going to get the number. So when I get the number, I'm going to mention the number anyway. But yeah, initially I was supposed to get the names and just mention the name. But because I didn't do that, I need this. We need support in the podcast. Yeah, to do these things. But yeah, so we're going to... Dennis is going to pick some numbers. I'm not even looking. So I don't even know anything that is happening here. But yeah, he's going to pick the first number. And then just say the number. And I'm going to look at the person. Probably will have a name. Give me the number. Who's the person who has won the first ticket to Suffix's show?
Okay, so it's 0993.
Okay, let me go check who that person would be. Yes, so 0993
93 again.
And 93
00 50.
Perfect. So I have this guy. He said, I think the profile says just be your store. So I'm not sure who the person is. But yeah, congratulations to Just Be Your Store. He said that my favorite podcast is the one with Time. Was curious to know how it all went about with him being accused of killing his girlfriend. And I personally don't know who my dad is, and him having 2 dads now, that is a blessing. So yeah, kind of crazy one. We had the crazy podcast with Time. Go check it out. But yeah, thanks. Be Your Store. You have your first ticket. I'll link you up after this one. Pick the other one.
Oh, you're supposed to be picking random.
Yeah, randomly.
Okay, the second one is 0886.
0886. Okay, wait for it.
50.
Wait for it. 0886.
50.
Let me get it. 88650. 3565.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get this person. This one is Ghetto Dinkum.
Oh, yeah. Names on WhatsApp, bro.
Remember someone from the ghetto.
Bro.
So yeah. Ghetto Dinkum said, podcast, I like the podcast you just did with Hyphen because I've learned a lot as an artist. That staying relevant doesn't mean you should release songs yearly, but how you handle your brand. Cool, man. Okay. He sent some material as well. I'm going to check it out. But yeah, congratulations.
He's an artist, right?
He's an artist as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So congratulations, Ghetto Dinkum. So we have 2 that are out. We have 3 to go. So get another one.
Let me get this one. Okay. Let me know when I can start telling you who it is.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
0882
0882
334
3345
05.
05. Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Let me go and check. This one is Isla. It's Nelly Ali the Paragon. I think that's her name. Or his name. It says the episode which I like is the one we did with Time. He explains the value features of family as a family is being present, and the phrase that some wines are thicker than blood about two birthdays and stuff. So yeah, I think he really enjoyed the Time interview. Shout out to Time for coming through for that one. But yeah, congratulations to you. 2 more to go. Let's do this.
Okay. Zero quad 8.
Okay, so 0 quad 8.
1. Is this a 9 or 1?
That's 8 9.
912.
So 0 quad 8.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking on the list here. 0 quad 8, 0 quad 8. Who is 0 quad 8 here? Like 0 quad 8. Like, actually, 0 quad 8.
Yeah, 0 quad 8.
Huh.
It's triple 8,
Okay,
8, 9.
let me see if it is this guy. Let me check him. I think he had used another one. Yay! 0 quad 8, 8 9, 12 72.
Yes, sir.
So that's Joseph. That's this guy. I say this guy is like Joseph from Zodi, the guy who has the reggae platform. So yeah, shout out to you, Joseph. Congratulations, man, for winning this. Cool. The most underneath.
Oh, okay.
Carry is thinking that probably
maybe his girlfriend or his.
Who knows, right?
0998.
Yes. So just wait for it. Wait for it. I need to go to the 0998.
739.
Okay, 739. Wait for it. 0998.
739. 024.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I have someone here. This one is Azomera. Azomera, congratulations for winning your ticket.
So that's the final one?
That's the final one for this week. Azomera, let me just send my congratulations and just check what she says. Podcast with Magioni. Episode ya Evans Music ija mulizurungamo plus yandipunzisa zambiri like kufunika kwa engagement and so on. Perfect, man. Congratulations, and I'm gonna be checking all these guys to give them their tickets.
Cool.
So congratulations everyone who was married. Shout out to Suffix. Woo!
Make sure you buy your tickets to the show happening on the 9th of October at Sivo Stadium.
Yeah.
Let's go have fun. I've already seen that Ella Njushi has been announced as one of the performers at the show.
Okay. How to enter the draw for this week? I'm gonna send another one for this week, for next week, for Monday. So a fresh post is gonna come for you to like. First thing, you subscribe to the channel and just go say that which podcast you really liked, and then episode rather, and then you send that screenshot to a specific number. So I'm gonna send those for a fresh one. This week. So yeah, guys, we gotta go. Dennis has to go.
I have to go.
I also have to record another podcast. After this, we're recording somebody. I'm not gonna mention the name, but it's fireworks all the way. So guys, until next time, do we have any comments that are interesting that we need to cover? Any. Protasio says following And my wife is calling me.
That is, time is up. Thank God for people with wives. Their wives are calling them live. Be heading out of here. See you next time on the podcast with Magnoni.
Guys,
Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Thinking Differently with Imaan. I'm going to be
Yeah.
dropping part 2 of a karaoke session with Pro Voice.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been asking, you did a session, but we didn't hear the Tunduma song. There's a very, very interesting story how Tunduma song came
Yeah.
through.
So
You don't
it's
want to
coming,
miss
right?
it. Subscribe and follow me on Facebook. Thanks to
Yeah.
everybody that was following on my Facebook page, Imaan. Boom! Have an amazing weekend.
Cool, man. And yeah, guys, we're gonna be in touch. I need to go get another artist. We doing another recording. It's fire. And of course, I also need to work. I have some work deliverables for today. So yeah, it's happening. All the best, guys. Boom. See you next week. Peace.